Gotta admit to you guys, I am loving the Coach D.Ham experiment in LA thus far. I was not a guy that was a fan of the Lakers firing Frank Vogel. I told you guys it's not like I'm going to go to Frank Vogel's defense 1,000 times over, but I didn't think there was a coach out there that could do a better job than what Vogel did, which also includes delivering the championships in his few seasons in LA as the head guy for the Lakers. Lakers decided to move on. They got D.Ham in from Milwaukee, and now it is a new era in Los Angeles. Gotta admit to you guys, there is something that I really like about this D.Ham guy out the gate. He is setting the tone in L.A. Let's start with Russell Westbrook. Oh, man, this is a big decision. A lot of coaches wouldn't do this. A lot of coaches we've seen throughout Brody's legendary career have been afraid to call out Westbrook and say, you know what? Nah. What D.Ham has done out the gate is say, you know what, Brody? Nah. Russell Westbrook kicks off the Lakers' last preseason matchup coming in with the second unit, and I love it. I love it. Coach Ham reportedly had been given the authorization from the organization to make the tough decisions, including putting a guy in a 6th or 7th man role off your bench when he makes $47 million in 1 year. Coach Ham said, okay, we got better guys to play at that 2-guard position than Brody. We think Westbrook can flourish more coming off the bench. Coach Ham doesn't look at it as a demotion at all. He's just trying to figure things out in L.A., and I love it. I think Westbrook, with that second unit, allows him to go at, number one, he's going to be going against, presumably, guards, other teams' second unit guards, which I think Westbrook is more or less a backup point guard at this juncture in his career, which I think Westbrook can take advantage of some of these backup point guards around the league. He's more athletic than most of them, if not all of them. So I like that. Get him some opportunities to get about 4 or 5 shots up. I don't mind Westbrook taking shots from Austin Reeves or Thomas Bryant. What I don't need him is taking shots from LeBron James or Anthony Davis, or last year was Malik Monk. This year, it's Alonte Walker. I cannot have Westbrook taking shots from those guys. I need them flowing. I need them getting looks early so they can be engaged in the game on both ends of the court and knocking down some of those looks late. That's what I need. And if I don't say anything else positive about Pat Beverly, Pat Bev knows that's his job. He's going to make sure LeBron gets to rock. He's going to make sure AD gets to rock a lot. I love that. And the second thing that I love from Coach Ham, let me give him some more credit. Now, for Laker Nation, y'all should really love this one just as much, if not more, than the Westbrook call to bring him off the bench. I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch a post-game presser from the Lakers the other night in which Anthony Davis was at the podium. And it's no secret Anthony Davis did not like playing the 5. Anthony Davis went into third person. We'll do about this another video about this and talk about it a little more in depth. But to make a long story less long, AD went to that podium and was asked about Coach Ham's decision to start him at the 5. He did start at the 5. LeBron was at the 4 spot. Alongside, they went Pat Bev, Lonnie Walker, and Russ at the time. Now we know Russ is going to be off the bench. But again, you put LeBron at the 4 and AD at the 5. And Anthony Davis went in the third person and said, I'm sure he's heard about how AD feels about playing the 5. That's what AD said about himself in regards to his coach playing him at the 5. He doesn't like to do it. It's no secret. But Coach Ham seemingly doesn't care. He did it anyway. And I love it. Okay, Anthony Davis, it can't be both, right? You are missing too many games to call your shots in L.A. Coach Ham knows that if he does not get this right, he'll be fired within 2 to 3 years. The Lakers will move on again. They'll swallow it and find a new head coach. So what is Coach Ham doing? He's going out and giving his team the best chance to win. And he believes the best chance for him to win is by putting Anthony Davis at the 5, with LeBron and AD being streaky shooters at best, and trying to get another shooter on the court. He's putting Westbrook on the bench. He's trying to get some shooter on the court to make things better for AD and LeBron. But AD doesn't want to play the 5. He wants to be the 4. But Coach Ham seemingly out the gate doesn't care. Look, to me, part of the reason why AD didn't want to play the 5, I don't know this, I'm just guessing. Part of the reason why he didn't want to play the 5 was he didn't want to get injured. He didn't want to bang with some centers of the league, the DeAndre Aytons of the world, obviously the Nikola Jokic and the Joel Embiids of the world. Why did I say Ayton first out of everybody? He didn't want to bang with those guys. So I think AD likes playing the 4 because he doesn't want to get hurt. The problem is, over the last couple years, is Frank Vogels gave AD what he wanted and not put him at the 5. But the problem is AD still got hurt. So that defeats the whole purpose of everything. If he's not going to play the 5 and he's still going to get hurt at the 4, then what are we doing? Darvin Ham is putting his foot down and saying, Anthony Davis, you are a big piece to our puzzle, but you are not the end-all, be-all. The pieces that get to be the biggest piece to a puzzle are the ones that are superstars. Superstars are reliable. You know who's the guys that can decide if they want to play the point guard, the 2 guard, the center? Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, LeBron James, obviously in his prime, he's getting older now. Kevin Durant, obviously he's getting older now. Those guys get to dictate their spots because in their prime, if nothing else, they had their ups and downs, but they were always available. I don't care if Giannis wants to play the point guard, the center, the 2, the coach. I don't care what he wants to do. He's earned the right to call his shots. If Steph Curry tomorrow tells me that I only want to take Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shots from half court, if I am Steve Kerr, the coach, I'm going to say, you sure about that? Steph say, yeah, I want to do that. Only hook shots from half court for a whole game. If he says it to me twice, I'm going to say, okay, all right. Steph Curry hook shots it is. We're going to treat this thing like Will Smith when he was running the team with Carlton on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. If Steph wants to take hook shots from half court, if Giannis wants to play the point guard, if I don't care, whatever, if LeBron in his prime, KD in his prime, Kobe in his prime, if they want to literally only shoot shots from the opposing team's free throw line, I don't care. They've earned that. But AD, a guy who I thought was heading on that trajectory to be the Lakers guy, has not been a superstar. Superstars are available for 80% of your games. Anthony Davis has not been that over the last couple years. And I love that Coach Ham is saying, yo, you're going to play this 5. Because if you're the Lakers, they're thinking in this mindset. If we don't get this dude for 60 games, which history tells us we won't, at least can we get 40, 50 games of AD at the 5 with better shooting on the court? At least that. It's not going to be both. We're not going to have Anthony Davis playing the 4 and still getting hurt. Russell Westbrook is not going to be able to be the starting point guard of the team if he's not being about the team, not taking bad shots, and not a part of huddles. You don't get to call shots when you're not the superstar.